Good morning. This is Russ and Kitty Walden with Father's Heart Ministry, and this is the Morning Light Daily Bible Study. We are broadcasting live today from atop the Chateau on the lake in Branson, Missouri, where we have conducted this weekend the precisely the prophetic conference. And it was very well attended. We had people here from all over the world and all over the country, and every seat was filled. We had to bring in more seats. Our worship team was Kayla and Calvin Hunter, mom and dad team mom and son team from Sword Ministries, along with of course, Tommy and Casey did an awesome job. The glory of God came in the last night of the conference. Calvin got up and of course, Warren Hunter as well, and ministered at the conclusion of the service. And it was like a Maria Woodworth Eder meeting. The slain of the Lord were many. The laughter of the Spirit came. People were drunk in the Spirit. Something that honestly I haven't seen very often over the years, and it was a delight to watch. Kitty got absolutely tipsy and took her hat and threw it across the auditorium. It was just a wonderful thing. And we brought the message from the book that is now released on Amazon, The Next 50 Years of Prophetic Perspective. And a powerful 3 services in bringing forth the synopsis of 24 things that God told me were coming in the next 50 years. And it's astounding to me that the most controversial aspects of it are headline news, because God gave this to me well over a year ago, and some of it that he gave me was even further back than that. So I encourage you to go to Amazon and get the book, The Next 50 Years of Prophetic Perspective. We also have another book that's catching fire on Amazon as well, and it came out immediately after, and we haven't announced it at all. Immediately after The Next 50 Years, A Prophetic Perspective, the next book was Process and Outcome, Opting into Apostolic Culture. And it is a word for today. It's already getting a response and people ordering it on Amazon. And I just encourage you. It's all about you're not waiting on, you're walking into. And it'll bless your life. It'll get your life off of top dead center. We're not going to have a full broadcast today because after a whole weekend of ministry and participating in the move of God here at Chateau on the lake, quite frankly, there wasn't time to make the preparation for the Monday morning broadcast. But something I did want to do is I wanted to bring you the Father Says Today from our website, fathersheartministry.net. Something we've been posting for years now, and you can subscribe to it by going to the website, fathersheartministry.net, and you can receive the daily prophetic word in your inbox. And the Father says today, the ache in your heart is the prophecy over your life. I am all about highest heart's desire, greatest dream fulfilled. For I am the God that causes your heart to desire the very thing that I intend to bring about in your life. So give me some cooperation, says the Father, and I'll give you some change. Align yourself inwardly with my Spirit, and your life will spontaneously come to blessing and benefit. I am bringing your destiny in the kingdom into manifestation. At this season in your life, I will synchronize your destiny in the kingdom and activate your ministry portion. This is my anointed process to add my blessing to you that you have inquired after. As you speak my words and represent my character, the assignments of Satan against you will be disannulled and dismissed in the court of heaven. The Father says, I will instill in you an excellent spirit as Daniel of old, that will surround you with favor as with a shield. Do not be timid and do not be hesitant. Step forward with boldness, says the Father, for I am standing up on the inside of you. You're going to be exactly who I made you to be, for I will overshadow you with my boldness, and I will instill you with my wisdom and open your mouth with clarity, says the Father, in every situation you find yourself in. Your obedience will produce results, says the Father. Payday doesn't always come when you expect it, but it will come, and you will be recompensed in full for choosing to refrain from ungodliness and maintain an obedient and a humble heart in the midst of difficult circumstances, says the Father. At the end of the conference yesterday morning at the brunch with the prophets, it's becoming our favorite part of these, precisely the prophetic conferences. Apostle Don Madison spoke, and the Spirit of God was just really there. Tim Fox came down from Reading and participated in bringing the personal prophecy and working with Terry Allen with the prophetic teams. We did much personal ministry in between the services and in the midst of the services. And we had a very special guest at the brunch, Jacera Glover, who is a part of one of the performers in the Sight and Sound Theater here in Branson, came and sang a wonderful song to us. And we just thank all of the partners and supporters that attended, all of the volunteers and our employees that work so hard to make this conference a success. And if you say, well, I wish I could have been there, well, you can. June 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Set your calendar now. Start saving your pennies now. Start making your plan now to come right here to Chateau on the Lake the first weekend in June. We're being directed and being led by the Spirit to have a conclave of the prophets, a different, precisely the prophetic than we've ever had. We're going to bring prophets together. We're going to reach out to some of our mentors, some of those that were a key in launching Father's Heart Ministry in the first place, and see if it's possible to get them here. And other prophets that some have been raised up through our ministry, others that we've connected with and deeply respect. You be praying about that, because we've had prophecies about this for a few years now, that there's going to be a conclave of the prophets. You're going to do a conclave of the prophets, a gathering of the prophets. And we feel like now is the time, particularly whatever happens in the election. Whatever happens in the election, will be 6 months out from the consequences of November 8th. And it's going to be a very opportune time to hear what the Father is saying. The next 50 years of prophetic perspective, it was certainly some challenging aspects of it that could apply very directly to the results of the election that's ahead of us. It's not the kind of word that's beat the drum and tell everybody what they wanted to hear. But the character of the conference we've just conducted was very much in keeping with our heart, that is this: the sky is not falling, the kingdom is coming. And fear not, little flock. And again, if you want to, we actually had a videographer. We hired a videographer to come and to videotape the conference. And so those videos are going to be available. Again, the book, The Next 50 Years of Prophetic Perspective, is available on Amazon. And we're getting feedback now. Even this morning, getting emails and getting feedback from people that have gotten the book, and they're making comments and asking questions. It's important. God's not going to do something that he doesn't reveal it to his servants. And unless you're sticking your head in the sand, unless you're purposely putting out your eyes and saying to your eyes, don't see, and to your ears, don't hear, God will reveal. God will make known. And we've certainly seen that happen in this conference. You need, if you are a prophetic person, you ask the Father, you be led by the Spirit, and ask Him about being in this conference in June. That we've already acquired the Heidelberg room here, and it's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of June. So mark your calendar, price your plane ticket, get your passport, whatever it's going to take to be here and be a part. God's a good God. We're extremely excited. We see that promotion is at hand, and people out there in the world, they're contending and fighting like 3 dogs fighting over one bone. But that's not who we are. That's not our portion as believers. We're stepping up into our inheritance. So that is our broadcast for today. And we'll be continuing with our normal format tomorrow in the book of Proverbs. I can't wait to share more of the book of Proverbs with you. We just bless you today and hope you just go out and give the devil a nervous breakdown when you step outside your front door. God bless.